You feel so much peace in your life right now, but you're wondering, why do I have so much peace? This is not you self-sabotaging. This is not you being ungrateful. This is not you trying to bring negativity into your life at all. But this is showing you, baby, that you've grown up in survival mode your whole entire life. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You've lived your life as if you've been in prison your whole entire life. And now it's like you've been released from prison and you have all of this freedom, and you're just like, I don't even know what to do with myself now that I have all this freedom. It's like, imagine a person that was sentenced to 25 years in prison. The world done changed for 25 years and they didn't have to live in this type of environment, this type of program, this type of system, having to survive every single day, having to ration, having to breadcrumb, having to survive, having to just go with whatever they were given. Sometimes going through torture, sometimes going through pain and trauma. And then finally, when they are released from prison, they have all of this peace. They have all of this freedom. They don't even know what to do with themselves. That's kind of the energy that you are in right now, because you're not used to this. You're not used to having so much peace in your life. You're not used to not having drama. You're not used to, not having somebody blow up your phone and scream at you. You're not used to not having all these arguments here and there. You're not used to not having somebody drag your name into some nonsense. You're not used to this yet because you've lived with so much chaos in your life constantly that you're wondering that this peace feels foreign. You've lived in chaos for so long that peace feels foreign, baby. But no, this is what God wants for you to have. This is what God wants for you. God wants for you to have this peace in your life because you have suffered long enough. You had to endure long suffering so that when your abundance and your blessings come into your life, it's going to be grander than you can ever imagine, because all of the pain that you had to go through it has to be outweighed by the good that's coming into your life. God knew that your spirit would be humble, that your spirit will be able to be compassionate and empathize with other people. Because yes, when you have all of this abundance in your life, all of this freedom, all of this love, all this greatness and wealth and success, that is not going to change your character, because you know where you came from. You know where you've been. You will always remember where you came from, how you used to struggle, how you used to be down there. But now that you've risen up, because God has exalted you. God has seen you go through tests and trial and tribulation, and you have gone through so many things that the average person would not be able to survive from. The average person would have given up. Baby, your trauma is so intense that your trauma traumatizes other people just by hearing your trauma. Like, they be sitting here like, bro, I feel like I'm traumatized myself. Like, that's really how bad it is. The average person wouldn't be able to handle it. That's why a lot of times you try to talk to people about your traumas, they don't even understand you. They can't even empathize with you. They're speechless. They have to get up and walk away because they're just like, I can't handle that. Like, it's too heavy for me. Because you are special, you are chosen, you've gone through things that the average person would not be able to make it through. But baby, you face so many things head on. You are a warrior. That you were a warrior amongst a team of soldiers. You can always train up a soldier. You had your strongest soldiers that was out there in the front going, battling. But then you had this warrior that's bigger than everybody, more powerful, more stronger than everybody. And you had the opposing team throwing things at you, daggers, swords, anything they could think of, any attack to take you out, because they thought, if I could take out that warrior, come on, Spirit, if I could take out that warrior, I could take this whole team down. Take this whole team down. But as long as that warrior is there, we don't stand a chance. That's why they kept coming after you, warrior. Because you're a warrior. You were the strongest one on the team. They thought if they could take you out, they could take the rest of the team. That's why you got to keep going. Because you know what happened to you, warrior? They didn't hit you. You done got hit. Boom, boom, boom. You done got knocked down a couple times. But several times you got knocked down. But you kept getting up. And when they saw that you kept getting up, they had to take stuff, even bigger attacks to throw at you. Baby, some of those attacks knocked the wind out of you. Some of those attacks, it took you a minute to kind of get back up. And you had to get back up and you had to keep fighting. Because when you was down, they kept attacking the team. And you like, nah, I got to get up. Even if I'm wounded, even if I'm not fully rested, even if I'm not fully ready, even if I'm still in pain, I'm getting up and I'm fighting because y'all not going to hurt my people. You're a warrior, baby. You had to fight even when you were wounded. You had to get up even when you didn't have the strength because God gave you the strength. It was times God picked you up herself and stood you forward and said, keep fighting, baby. I got the strength. Keep on going. You got to keep going, baby. You got to keep going. You have to keep going because it's not just you. It's for everyone that's attached to you. Everyone else that surrounds you that's going to benefit from the blessing that you have. You have to keep going, baby. It's bigger than you. You signed up for this before you were even born. Step into your power. Remember who you are, my warrior.